I'm Jonathan Worsley, and I'm delighted to be here with Maud Bailey, CEO of Sofitel, MGallery, and Emblem Hotels. Really wonderful to have you here with us.
Thank you, Jonathan.
And Maud, this is your first time at FHS
Absolutely.
in Saudi. How's it been for you?
Wonderful. I love this kind of events because you have the opportunity to connect with an amazing number of key people in a very short time. So yesterday I was in the future Sofitel Riyadh site to visit, the final preparations, the final renderings, working with the teams, the GM, the staff, meeting the owners. Those are very strategic moments, especially before grand opening. I also met a lot of investors, potential prospects for additional new leads. So this is really the place to be. Plus, I had the pleasure to see some dear Accor peers like Duncan or Rocky. So life is good, and it's always extremely valuable to attend this kind of event.
Well, it's great to have you here. And I noticed what you said on the panel with Jesse about the industry being takers as opposed to givers. Just maybe delve into that a little bit more.
I studied that years ago in sociology. There was this survey explaining that life can be split between givers and takers. So you need to know where you are, where you stand. And if you look at our industry, the hospitality business used to be largely a taker one, a taking one. I mean, taking resources, land, water, food, people. So in this huge duty to switch to sustainable luxury, the question for us was to say, okay, we are takers, we used to be takers. How can we switch to real givers? Giving back to local communities, building CSR, and committed new buildings, protecting water consumption, reducing water consumption, using AI to fight and massively reduce food waste. There are solutions that we just need to have the will. And then when there is a will, there is a way. So yes, I think each of us can massively contribute to this switch from originally takers to committed givers. It's a long way to go. I'm extremely lucid. It's not a green or social or giving washing, but I think we can do it. Most of my hotels are partnering with NGOs, committed to give back to local communities. All my Sofitel are committed to pay tribute to local culture and protect and develop local craftsmanship. 70% of my Sofitels all around the world and MGallery all around the world are already eco-certified. We should remain humble. Nothing is for granted. But yes, this switch is possible.
And are you getting the owners on board as well?
Yeah. Because, I think once you have explained that this switch to sustainability is not coming from any regulation, but is just a way to envision the hospitality of tomorrow, they follow you. Plus the fact that if you take, for instance, the example of food waste, the AI tools we are currently using, Orbisk and Wino, their cost is almost immediately offset by the savings made on food waste within 2 months' time. So it's a win-win balance. Plus the fact that if you think of B2B segment, tomorrow, if one of my Sofitel Legend, MGallery or Emblems wants to be selected for a massive event, massive convention, he will definitely need to be eco-certified. Yeah. So sustainability and commitment and becoming givers has nothing opposed to business. It's even, the contrary. And I think more and more owners are understanding this. And some owners are even pioneers on sustainability. By the end of June, I'm going to gather all my owners in Paris, and I will give the mic to some pioneers, some owners who understood that even 20 years ago.
Yeah. And it must be also quite inspiring for the staff as well to be part of this journey, because we're all trying to figure it out together, aren't we? So I need that leadership to be open and explore and innovate.
It's music to my ears. My main motto is, what do we stand for? And tell me why we should be chosen. There are so many brands in an ocean of sameness. Why should we pick up Sofitel Legend, MGallery, and Emblems? And my bet is that if we walk the talk of a clear identity, a strong, consistent network, and an inspirational, distinctive culture with real values where we walk the talk of commitment and CSR and sustainability and EQ and authenticity, then not only owners will choose us, but also talents. And at the end of the day, especially in an asset-light model, you need to be chosen. I need to be chosen by my guests, you, me, everyone staying in our hotels, but also by the owners and by the talents.
Yeah.
And it's a people industry. The war is on talent. And I want to attract and retain the best one.
Yeah. No, makes absolute sense. So we're here in Saudi. Tell us a little bit about your expansion plans, what you're doing with Sofitel, MGallery here in
Saudi is a booming country. As you know, the kingdom has tremendously changed in a very impressive way within very little time. So far, we are working very hard on the opening of the future Sofitel in Riyadh. It's not just a new Sofitel. It's going to be the largest luxury convention center in Saudi. And it's going to be my largest Sofitel convention center in the world. 17 meeting rooms, 2 huge ballrooms I visited yesterday, and almost 400 keys. And we were working with the design teams, with the technical teams, with the owners. There is so much passion, so much excitement. I met the staff yesterday. They are so much looking forward to celebrating this opening, which will be a new milestone. I also have beautiful projects in holy cities, Medina and Mecca. And we have great projects in Jeddah, especially for MGallery brand. As you know, MGallery brand is really much about a collection of intimate, cozy boutique hotel with a story to tell, very strong local anchorage. And I think that Jeddah will be the perfect match for MGallery brand.
Fantastic. And what about the regions as well? Are you looking at the regions for...
Yeah. Region is booming. We have I get that this region, Middle East and Africa, is probably one of the most dynamic ones for me. We also have Mexico and India, but this region is by far the one where I see the biggest level of energy, and I have a lot of energy. So for me, it's a great match. And also the greatest appetites is one of the best understandings of the new luxury trends. And in only 48 hours, I met so many wonderful people with a real genuine understanding of luxury and the will to support new projects together. Dubai, of course, Saudi too, but all around, this region, we see new great places with amazing projects. So in this crazy world, very volatile, difficult to navigate through, I think this region is offering us also a lot of hope. And, positive, good business.
Yeah. And there's some just wonderful places to visit. So we've got the Prince of Asir with us this morning. And I've been there, and it's quite extraordinary up in the mountains and beautiful villages, 900 years old. So plenty of opportunity.
Yeah. And so many places, still unknown destinations with so many stories to tell, history. And if you look at the Saudi Kingdom Vision 2030 ambition, it's about economic diversification, enhancing infrastructure, boosting tourism in a very committed way. I think it's a great match with what we're trying to support too. So I think definitely FHS is today the place to be.
That's so kind of you to say. One final question is, and I know you're passionate about this, but is the whole sort of woman power campaign that we certainly have here at FHS, trying to bring in women into our industry. How are you doing that as a leader?
Things are moving fast, which is the good news. It should never be taken for granted because it can go backwards for sure. But I can tell you I saw massive improvement. We are following our numbers. We are tracking our KPIs. Today at Accor, we crossed the threshold of 40% of female leaders at the executive committee under Sébastien Bazin leadership. In my executive committee, I do have also over 42% of amazing female leaders. And we are working very hard to increase every year our percentage of female leaders being general managers. And this is working. I think you need to lead by example. You need to nudge women because sometimes they don't allow themselves with fears, which are not always justified. You need to work with HR, but also with the management teams to encourage all those potentials. You need also to craft dedicated training programs. There is no magic.
Yeah.
We crafted dedicated learning and development program to push our wonderful ladies to become who they are and to reveal their full potential. And you know what? It works. And yesterday I was in a beautiful Novotel in Riyadh, and the DM is a leader, is a female and she's a leader, and she's an amazing woman, and she has ambition, and she's hungry, and she's delivering. So I think she's becoming a role model, and she will give hope and faith to all the other ladies in the hospitality industry. Of course, it used to be a men's world, but I think things have been changing. And if you look at the Saudi, kingdom commitment, things are also changing fast here, and it's a good thing. And again, I don't want to be surrounded just by women. I want diversity. I believe that diversity remains, as a leadership principle, our greatest lever of collective intelligence and collective performance.
Yeah.
So let's be inclusive, let's be diverse, and let's prove that for women too, it's possible, and that hospitality industry is a blessed one.
Yeah. Well, Maud, on that point, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I was so happy to be with you. And yes, we are lucky, and we should share this passion with everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.